Hey, Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope that 2010 is just a wonderful year for you. May God bless you and protect you as our new decade approaches us all. And thank you for watching. I pastor a small church here in Norman called Ecclesia. Our name is simply the Greek word for church. And so we are just this church. And we just want to try to be like the early church as we can. And we've really tried to capture that. And we're a small church, but we're a great church, and I'm really proud to be their pastor. They're great people, and every week I feel sorry for them because I tell them the same thing every week, pretty much that we're a family, and that our church needs to act like a family. That we need to be unified and committed to one another, and that we never need to let division come and be a part of our congregation. And I'm passionate about that. And one of the ways that we try to promote this is that we take communion together every week. We pass out the little piece of bread and the little cup of juice, or we allow them to come forward and they get the bread and the juice themselves. And every week we celebrate the death of Christ. And I tell them that we're a family and we're partaking together as one, as brothers and sisters. But recently, the last couple of weeks, God just kind of showed me something that He wanted me to try. And it's not anything new, it's something that's very old, but we've just been setting together at tables with a big loaf of bread and a big old glass of Welch's grape juice. Now, I wish we could have some red vino, okay? But I don't want to make the 9 o'clock news. We've got little kids in my church, and I shouldn't probably be giving them alcohol. But anyway, so we drink Welch's grape juice, we break this wonderful bread, and we sit around these tables and we talk about life. We talk about Christ. We talk about things we're thankful for, things that are on our hearts, and just beautiful. And the last 2 weeks we've just been doing this, and I love it. And it's just amazing to sit in our room that we have and hear people laughing and talking and fellowshipping. This past Sunday we did this, and I pointed out to my congregation, and this is the main point I want to make to you today, and I hope it encourages you. I pointed out to them that the tables that we were setting together at that morning, they were round. That there were no heads at those tables. And may there never be heads at those tables. May we always realize that we're equal, that we're brothers and we're sisters, and that the neighbor next to us and the person across the table, that we're not better than them. They're not better than us. That we are equal in God's eyes, that we are His children, that our tables need to be round in our churches, in our families, in our friendships, even with the people that we work with. I mean, how dumb is it for me to think that I'm better than other people? How silly is it for me to think that God looks at me and goes, "Well, I think that Daniel's a lot better person than this person, or this or that." I mean, it's a joke. I mean, God must just shake His head at us sometimes by the way that we act towards each other. I know that many of you have friendship problems, you have marriage problems, you have problems in your families, you might even have problems at your church right now. I don't know what you're going through, but all I'm going to ask you to do today, as this new year approaches, is that maybe with your husband, maybe with your wife, maybe with your friends, your family, that you would pull up a chair at a round table. Be unified. Be one. Swallow your arrogance and your pride and realize that God looks at us as one, as a family. That's what He wants. And I believe with all my heart that if we do this, the divisions in our families will go away, that our marriages will be healed, and that we would just be happier without all the strife and without all the division that's in our lives. And so I leave that with you today, that you would take it to heart and that you would let God just give you the strength to be humble and pull up that chair. And may this year, 2010, be full of round tables where we realize that we're one, we're unified, and we need to work together. I love you all, and as always, I ask that you be the church. Thanks.